and it shows you step by step how to fix your credit, how to build your credit, because some people, they're in debt because they don't even have the income coming in. Mm-hmm. So we actually show you how to even shift your income to where you have the money flow coming in to where you can pay your bills on time and get out of debt. Mm-hmm. It's time for people to start snowballing that debt down. That's, Dave Ramsey's words, snowballing debt.
Okay.
So you want to start with your lowest debt that you have, pay it off, then take that payment and apply it towards your other ones and go on and get out of debt.
Yes.
So we have the whole template lined out in that. And it's on my website. You can get to it.
What's your website? My
website is jonesiaturner.com. It's JONESIA Turner.com.
And if someone, say if they just want to pick up the phone, because we have a lot of older people that, they don't care about the internet stuff. They want to be able to pick up a phone and call and talk to you. What number would they call in order to get on the road to good credit?
They can call me at area code 251-273-4243.
Okay, say that number one more time because we want to make sure you get this.
Area code 251-273-4243.
Oh, man, that's some really great information that you're giving us. And, we talked about what credit is, but just tell us how much a negative credit score can impact our lives.
It can hurt you a lot because I haven't always had good credit. Mm-hmm. There was a time in my life, where I even filed bankruptcy. Mm-hmm. And when you do that, that's on your credit report for 7 years. Mm-hmm. So, of course, when I had to go and buy a car because my car went down on me, I had to pay a higher interest rate. Mm-hmm. So instead of me paying a $200 car note, I had a $500 car note. And at one time it was $600, until I was able to get things under control. And so now, because I've had to go through things and financial situations, even though I knew better, but sometimes you're placed in situations that, I just say life happens. Mm-hmm. And because of that, I'm able to come out of it, and I've been able to better my credit, get the lower interest rate. I've been able to purchase 2 homes. So now I can tell people what not to do and then how to maintain. Mm-hmm. And that's what you want to do,
So what, I know Dave Ramsey says this, and you probably do this in your econ. I know one of the first things he tells you is to get an emergency fund together.
Yes.
Give people some tips on how they can get that emergency fund together.
Find you a bank that you cannot get to, first of all. Mm-hmm. Like I personally have a credit union that's located in Montgomery. Mm-hmm. So I have money coming out of my payroll check every month, and it goes straight to that credit union account. It's hard for me to get to because I got to go to a sister credit union down here on a lunch break on Monday through Friday to get to the money, and I don't have time for all that. Mm-hmm. So find you a bank where it's not going to be easily accessible, and if it has to be payroll deducted, get something taken out of your paycheck every month, every week, or however often you get paid, and start putting it up, and don't bother it. Even if you have to start with $20.
Okay, how can people set up that payroll deduction? Because sometimes people don't understand that you can do payroll deductions in order to, not have that money in your hands. Because sometimes as soon as it hits your hand, it's gone.
It's gone. Mm-hmm. Go to your HR person. Mm-hmm. Go to your payroll clerk, whoever it is on your job that handles that. Once you get your account established, tell them, say, hey, I need X amount of dollars going here. And a lot of times your employer is able to do that. Some of them may not be able to do 2 and 3 and 4 different banks or whatnot. So don't be over aggressive, but allow them to deduct that money out and put it straight into that account. And you want to build it and not touch it because things happen. And we see now where people have been laid off jobs or they are required to work and not getting paid, with this government shutdown. And you want to have something that you can fall back on. You can lose a job, you can lose a loved one. If you're married, if your spouse passes, you've lost the whole income. You need something built up where you can survive at least 3 to 6 months. So now is the time to start building toward that, and don't bother. And it's only for emergencies. It's not for vacation. It's not for, oh, I need to go shopping, I need a new dress for this. That's not what that fund is for. Those are not emergencies. But if your car break down, okay, I got $200 in here, I can go and get this tire fixed, or whatever the case may be. So now is the time to start building that emergency fund. Put something up. I tell people, even in my book, pay God first, pay you second, and then pay everything else. And if you do that, everything will fall in line.
Excellent. So tell us about where can we get your book? What's the name of your book?
My book is called Living a Life of Abundance.
Okay.
And it gives you the 9 steps to doing that. And I'm telling you, now is the time to mostly put God first, but get out of debt, get your credit up, work with the gifts that God has given you, work with your hands. You know, even with your credit, you may not have the money now to do what you want to do. Well, what's in your hands? Many of us have hobbies, but when are you going to turn that hobby into a business?
Oh, yes. That's how I got started doing what I'm doing.
When you turn that hobby into a business, you got more income coming in. You got tax credits coming in. So that's less taxes you got to pay, which is more money in your pocket to where you can do the things that you need to do for you and for your household.
Yes, we're going to talk about taxes on the next show. But again, Jonesia, I just want to thank you. We're wrapping this up. I just want to thank you for being a guest on the Color Outside the Box podcast. It has been such a great pleasure having you here. I've learned some things today. I don't know about you out there that's listening, but I have learned some things today that I could take back and to work on, you know, my credit situation. But Jonesia, again, I want you to give the people your email address and your phone number, how they can contact you, and where can we get this book? I need to read this book. It is available on Amazon. And you can also go through my website. I do have a link for it on my website. And my website, again, is jonesiaturner.com. It's JONESIA Turner.com. My email address is jonesia@jonesiaturner.com. My number is area code 251-273-4243. And you can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Jonesia T, which is JONESIA T. Okay. Well, thank you so much. You have an awesome day. This is the Color Outside the Box podcast with Princess Miller. Have an awesome day. Color Outside the Box is a podcast series that focuses on creating a better you. Whether it's advice about family, relationships, raising children in this technological world, marriage, or careers, we seek to find the answers to help you live your best life. So start your Monday morning off right with me, your hostess with the mostest, Princess Miller, on Color Outside the Box right here on iTunes and everywhere podcasts can be heard.